Y'all know who I am, right? At least y'all should. I'm cut different. As much as I like to hold myself accountable for bullshit that I do and subscribe to, I gotta hold y'all accountable too. What does that mean? I gotta call you out. I see so much. Like, it's certain social media platforms I just don't even be on. Like, I can't even rock with Facebook for real, but I see so much goofy, nonsensical, how Martin say bullshit, but Martin Lawrence, cue him, bullshit. And it just exposes the depth of ignorance and ineptitude amongst people. I had to say it, amongst, I'm trying to sound smart. No, I mean, it exposes just the y'all are fried. I mean, y'all are fried. Flat out, deep Kentucky fried. And you don't have to be this way. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to see murder, see hate, and see how we as a race, I mean, we can say we're being left out behind, but I mean, in reality, we're being destroyed daily, psychologically. That's where the war is, psychologically. You can kill us, but to make it televised the way it is and retweeted and reposted, I mean, this is a psychological warfare that you all happen to be winning by design. And then those who witness those accounts like myself, who are not victims of it, but still consciously decide to ignore it. You're the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem. I respect a motherfucker more for putting a Confederate sign on their yard and saying, yo, you do what the fuck you want to do, but you ain't welcome here. I respect that. I don't fuck with it, but I respect it. You telling me who you are from jump. What I don't respect is you trying to be me, trying to look like me, trying to have my, you know that shit black people bring. We bring that. You know what I'm saying? We bring that shit unspeakable. You ain't even got a name for it. And you're quiet when it's time for you to be loud. Wow. I keep a plethora of reading material at all times. And one of my, it's not a challenger read by any sort, but it's called Shifting. It's a book that's called Shifting, and it's by two black women. It's up here. I don't know the people's name, but I'll put a link at the bottom, or in the what you call that, in the description. I'll drop a link in the description of the book. But it's a great read, and it tells stories about how black women specifically has to shift constantly. We're always shifting our presence, our being, to fit in various spaces, work, home, church, all these realms that we have to walk within. We have to shift who we are subtly or drastically to make it work. Really, to make it work for the room, so we can be more likable or feminine or whatever the fuck. We are constantly shifting who we are innately to fit. And the older I become, the more I just am tired. I'm tired of pivoting. I'm tired of putting on a veil, removing a veil, putting on a veil, removing a veil. I'm tired of the double consciousness. I'm tired of that shit. That shit's draining. You get up in the morning, who you are. As soon as you wake up, you getting into it. And then subconsciously you start to, as you're getting dressed and preparing to leave out and go out into this hellish ass world, you are turning down your blackness, turning down your womanhood, turning down what you stand for. It's a little knob. You just slowly but surely start to inch it on back. I'm not naive to think that we all, black women, black men, aren't doing it every day. Black men have more of just more power in that situation where they can be true to themselves to a certain extent. They can be true to themselves, or at least a little more than black women. And so me being a black woman, me not really fitting in any box, where do I go? Where is my space? Where is my, all right, this your zone. You good here. Technically, I don't have it. I'm not the cookie cutter black girl who, and no shade to anybody else, but I'm not the cookie cutter black girl who's high femme or lashes and nails and dresses and heels and makeup and lip gloss and actually I wear my lip gloss, but makeup and lipstick that's a whole color tint like black or blue or red, bold popping colors. I'm not her. Never was her. Never even tried to be funny. Ironically, never even tried to be her. Even when I was little, I was like, not for me. Not for me. Now, I'll put on a dress sometime and a little heel here and there. Very rare, though. Look good, too. Go ahead and check my Instagram, Ma. I got a couple of them on there. But it's rare. And it's by choice. I just, I rock what I rock. I dress to be comfortable. But that choice in my presentation, my physical presentation, closes doors for me. It does. It is what it is. My hair, my choice of hairstyle, which is not a style, it's a statement, closes doors for me. Who I decide to love closes doors for me. Nothing I can do about that. Also, and then you put all that in black skin. And not black, smooth, velvety, blemish-free, evenly toned skin. No. Black, rough, porous, scarred skin. I don't complain about my fate in all of this. But it's a reality that I can't escape. And so many of us can't escape. There is no escape. So aside from the extras that you subscribe to, at the end of the day, you still black. In this country, in this world. And that's inescapable. Can't run from it. You can try to shift to fit within or to be acceptable in certain systems, but I mean, shorty, bro, sis, it is what it is. So now that we have put that on the table, and now that we have accepted that, girl, boy, I'm black, I'm girl, I'm woman, I'm man, I'm boy, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. Before anything, I'm black. And I'm a target. Now that that's out there, what are you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? You got black friends, right? Your boyfriend black, right? Your girlfriend black, right? Your wife, husband, all that shit. They black, right? How are you helping to change the system? How are you helping to change society? What are you doing to create a world that's safe for your black friends or lovers or children? What are you doing? No, oh, nothing? Oh, interesting. Funny, I said the other day, rest in peace to all the victims of the Orlando hate crime that was just a couple years ago. And all 50 plus people died at a nightclub, at an LGBT nightclub. So many people had so much remorse and prayers, and most of them weren't allies. They weren't a part of the community. They weren't affiliated with LGBT at all. Yet and still, they felt the need. They were moved. They were moved by that. As you should be. If you have any type of decency, anybody should be like, damn, that's fucked up. Damn. That's where we at? Okay. Fast forward till today. And I see a lot of people who aren't moved by black bodies being gunned down, chased. That doesn't move you. That doesn't cause your spirit to stand. I mean, hunted like prey. That doesn't make you say, damn, that's fucked up. Bro, I tell you what, I'm sensitive to it all. A life is a life, right? So when I see groups of people who are targeted specifically, I feel some kind of way about that shit. I'm not Muslim, but I feel some kind of way when I see Muslim men and women being targeted in this country and worldwide because of the God that they choose to serve. I feel some kind of way. And y'all can color it as, oh, the terrorism and blah, blah, blah. The biggest terrorist in this world has been the white Christian. But they're not being targeted, are they? No. Oh, come on now, boo. The Christian, the white Christian. No, they Gucci. It's the same shit, bro. I feel some kind of way about that. When sects of people are deemed castaways or just tools for your gain, whatever that gain may be, cultural gain, power gain, financial gain, whatever. We're a pawn, a tool, a resource for you, and not one that goes back and forth, symbiotic, not a synergy, not a relationship, a transaction, a one-way transaction. Wow. You don't feel no kind of way about that. That's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. But here's the tea though. Here's the real tea. I love people. Can't stand motherfucking people, but love people though. I love people. And I want to push people to, if you just take a couple minutes and critically think about the world around you. Do it daily though. Think. Don't be a parrot. Don't willingly accept whatever the fuck they tell you to. Think. Once you start to think, you'll start to say, aha. Wow, shit ain't really what it seems, huh? It's not, it really ain't jugging the way they say it's jugging. It ain't popping the way they say it's popping. It's really fucked up out here. Once you start to see that, and then your role in this mess, and the strategic position that you can place your in to help clean some of this shit up, things will get a lot more clear for you. Things will start to sit within your spirit like, this not right here. This not cool here. Rest in peace to all the bodies fallen, taken from us, robbed from us, just ripped from us on the account of just flat out hate. Now, it's one thing for Deshaun to kill Jerome. By design, by the way. That's by design. Also, Billy is also killing Zach. So, Billy and Zach killing each other too. Okay, so that's now, those two things don't exist separately from each other. They're happening simultaneously within all cultures. Okay? That being said, our pain, internally and externally, is caused by whiteness. The concept of whiteness, or the misconception of whiteness. We act out as ways to escape from this chicken coop the fuck you got us in. Imagine that. You gotta deal with me. You gotta deal with my presence. You gotta deal with the fact that you can't just wipe me out. You can't get rid of me, bro. You can't. And that is terrifying when you've done all that you can do to detox, to purge society of us. And not only do we just keep getting stronger and reinventing ourselves and giving back, but we're multiplying. We're getting not just in numbers, but we're becoming not smarter, because we already come on, smarter. we're becoming more aware of the true power dynamics here. That we are the source of all that is good. And that's no shade to any other culture. What I'm saying is, if we work together as different cultures and we focus on creating unity, we all can be two-stepping together. And this can all be paradise on earth, right here, right now. But instead, the blacks push to the side. Every other race has a fighting chance of winning. We are on the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. And not only do we gotta fight our way up, once we get up, if, big fucking if, the fight continues. It never ceases. Imagine that. Imagine the Cavs playing Golden State game, 82 games a year, the same team. Year in and year out, and year in and year out, and year in and year out. I'm talking about legendary Cavs and before they fucked up the shit and got KD. I'm talking about Splash Brothers, LeBron and Kyrie. They had a squad, we had a squad. We both squatted up. Now what? We got to play each other year in and year out, year in and year out. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. And yet, they pull a wild card and they get KD. Now it don't matter what the fuck you do over here. Unless you get a super big fish like Kawhi Leonard, it's a whole ass wrap for you. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do with that. Nothing you can do with that. What I'm saying is the deck is stacked. And side note, I don't fuck with Golden State. Never will, never have. There's that. But I don't care who in their jerseys. But I don't fuck with Golden State. The deck is stacked. Stacked. Bro, the game's so wild that, let's say you got spades, right? And niggas who play spades know 13 cards, you playing ace, king, queen, right? Alright, say you got 5, 6 spades. They low end spades, but you know, you got 5, 6 spades, you got a couple aces in there, you know, you probably gonna bid 5. Probably bid 5 just because you got so many spades. Some of them you gonna be able to cut with. Some of them gonna win you some books at the very end. So fuck it, go 5. We going 5. Or I'm going 5. You go what you want. I got 5. If the people on the other end of the table, your opponents, if they cheating, no matter how many spades you got, bro, they cheating. They bored talking. Okay? They cheating. They reneging. I mean, they cheating. So what do you have to do? You got to be able to count them cards. You got to be able to watch that board to see, okay, they played diamonds, but he cut diamonds, and now he came back and played diamonds. Oh, what's going on here? You got to be able to call the book out. Oh, you okay, boom. Well, that's the book right there. That's where you reneged on. Okay? What it's forcing you to do, now you can't just simply play the game and play your hand. You got to watch every move that's being made around you. That's where we at. It don't matter what my hand is. My hand don't even matter. My life don't even matter. I'm so busy focused on your play and how the fuck you mismanaging your hand. I don't even have a shot at getting my books. Because you so busy cheating. The system, the game, the rules. You made the rules, right? or the rules were made somehow, and you break them, but you hold me to the rules. I can't renege. I can't board talk, because now I'm breaking the rules. But I mean, what you do? Oh man, habitual rule breaker. I mean, wow. Man, look. I want to take this time. I'm going to wrap this here up. I want to take this time to say rest in peace to anybody who is a victim of hate. Anybody. This message was not a black versus white message, and if you've gotten to the end of this video and you're like, oh, it's about black and white people, shame on you. This is a message, or more of a call to action, to anybody who's being silent in the midst of a genocide. It's time to speak up. It's time. The time was years ago, but okay, grace period. It's time now. And you should be happy that you sit in the seat of privilege where your voice matters. That's a beautiful thing, for your voice to matter, for your opinion to matter, for your words to matter. That's beautiful. That's why you need to speak up. Because unfortunately, it doesn't matter for us. Our words, our cries, our tears, our body counts, they don't matter. So this video is less of a plea, but more of a strong urge for you to stand up on the side of righteousness, on the side of people who have been ripped of everything, and say, yo, we got to do better. As individuals, as communities, and as a culture, as a society, we got to do better. And here's how we start. By simply checking the people who you are closest to, who you see perpetuate the same trend of hate. That's where you start. Let that be your daily mission. The people who you are closest to. And that's difficult. Trust me. Trust me. When you bump heads with the people who you love and trust about things that you know that is right, that's tough. But guess what? You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And it's not gonna happen overnight. They're not gonna start to see the big picture overnight. They may never see it. That ain't got nothing to do with you. But your job, your duty, is to just say something. Okay? Just say something. And I appreciate any and everybody who pressed play and watched to the very end. Thank you for taking the time and chill with me. This is Leezy's Lead. I'm coming back at you once again. Who knows what my next topic will be, but definitely tune in. I got a lot of stuff up my sleeve. I ain't got no sleeves right now, but the purpose of this channel is to invite you into my consciousness. I do a lot more than just rap, although I'm very gifted at that. But if you know me personally, you know that I'm a Swiss Army knife. So I'm going to introduce you guys to me and everything that I bring to the table. And I'm hoping that together we create a community of creators and innovators and great thinkers that are willing to join me on conversations as such. Shout out to all my things, my books. My books are like my prize possession. If anybody make dad hats, caps of any sort, and would love for me to have them, let me know. And like I said, this is a safe space. Drop whatever you want to drop. Just so you know, I love people. Y'all get on my nerves, but I love y'all for real, for real. I love y'all for real. Q Monique. And I appreciate y'all. One love.